really in the middle of the sea. I thought he was joking, but you can literally just step out.
Okay, you can take off your life jacket.
What is up? This is just a quick update on what's happening tomorrow because I'm super excited. We are going to the Sky Mirror in Kuala Selangor, and it's basically the Malaysian version of the Uyuni salt flats in Bolivia. I suspect it's not exactly the same, but you can get the same kind of photos where, you know, there's like a really cool reflection and everything. And I am super excited. I've been wanting to go for about 3 years now. Finally, since we can't travel outside of the country, it's time. So basically what I plan to do is go and explore as many local travel destinations as possible because usually they get overlooked, and maybe inspire you to go and see them as well. So see you in the morning. Oh, gotta wake up at 5 AM. On our way to Kuala Selangor. We have to reach there by 7:15 and it takes just over an hour to get there, so hopefully we're not late. We're having ham timpiang for breakfast. It's pretty good. And one cool thing that the camera won't pick up, so I can't show you. The moon is like the perfect crescent. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, and then Venus is just super bright, just chilling right beneath the moon. I googled it, and apparently today is a special day for the planet. I don't know, astrology things. Masks on as usual. In the town there's like monkeys, and one has a baby. It's kind of cute. And that is our jetty.
A few moments later.
It's nice to finally be back with the sea. Being in KL made me realize that I really like living near the sea, and it's just been way too long, especially with the whole MCO thing. I think the last time I was back in KK was in January. So we're really in the middle of the sea. I thought he was joking, but you can literally just step out and you can't see where the ground is. So this is it. I thought we were gonna be like on some island or something, but no, we're literally in the middle of the sea. It's kind of crazy, but I think today the tide is a little bit higher. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. And almost out of nowhere, it started to subside. And all of a sudden, we can see the bottom. So we got some crisscross waves. It keeps moving out. We've already walked this far. They're trying to do the mirror again further down. And also, we found a little stingray. This is a stingray, right? No, it's not. It's a horseshoe crab. Is it? I don't know whether it's stuck, but I don't dare to touch it. So it's kind of sad. There are dead fish on the beach. There's some shellfish, and I assume it's because they get caught and then they can't get back to water. So for instance, dead fish, dead fish, dead fish. So it's a little bit intense. And then the tide is going down, right? So you got all these tiny little crabs and shellfish that are moving. And then you've also got like this seaweed stuff that's like poking out. This whole thing is so strange. But honestly, this place is kind of amazing. Photographers, so much work just take one photo. Had to like literally lie in the water, make this little sandbar to get the mirror effect.
Later.
So we finished the tour, came straight off the boat, and they told us that it's including lunch, well breakfast, it's only 10 AM, which is chicken rice. Some barley as well, so it's pretty cool, and this looks really nice. So we had our breakfast sitting on towels because we both got wet butts. Fun day, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe like we've basically finished our day before 10 AM. Pretty mind-blowing to me because usually you can't even wake up at 10 AM. We're gonna go get petrol because we need to go all the way back. I brought a change of clothes, but he didn't bring shorts, so I guess we have to go home. We're still thinking whether we want to come again because they do have like a sunset tour as well, but it's only like once every 2 to 3 months. The girl was saying it's really hard to get the sunset. I don't know. You want to come back?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So if we do, you shall be seeing that vlog as well. This wasn't a sponsored trip. It was just something that I saw online and I've been wanting to come and try it for a few years now. Since we aren't flying anywhere, probably the entire year, why not just check out some local destinations, right? Since it is a weekday, there are only 8 people on our boat. Usually one boat has like 20 people. We got a lot more photos than I think you usually would get. When you go on the tour, they give you a photographer, so he's the one who kind of like separates the mirror effect, I guess. And you just take turns taking all different kinds of photos. They're gonna send us the photos with a WeTransfer link. 80 ringgit per person, including the breakfast, which was chicken rice, and it was pretty good chicken rice. I went with Sky Mirror Malaysia. I don't know whether there are other tours, but it's in Kuala Selangor, which is just over an hour's drive. And when you get to the jetty, basically everything else is included. You just have to kind of get here and don't be late. I didn't know much about it before going on this tour. I didn't know that we had to take a half-an-hour boat ride. It was quite far. And he stopped in the middle of the sea. And he was like, we're here. It's just really high tide. I was like,
You're so funny! Why are we stopping?
and then we really got out of the boat. And I'm like, what? If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments. I will leave a link to the tour guide or the tour company that we went with in the description box. Like this video and definitely use this time to go and explore more of Malaysia, because usually we kind of bypass our own country, right? Hit the subscribe button and the little bell on the side, and I'll see you next time. We noticed this place was pretty interesting because you've got a church right here, you've got a masjid here, and then you've got the Indian temple right there at the back, and they're just all next to each other, which is pretty cool. Something you don't really see in the city. Again, kind of reminds me of being back in Sabah. Or am I just missing home? Oliver, you idiot.